Here we are. Here we go. Final hour of the Thursday edition of the Matt Murphy Radio Show, episode 929. I will not be here tomorrow, so it's Thursday, my Friday. Never you fear. Cameron Smith will be in with you from 3 until 7, and he'll get you to your weekend. And it's a shortened week next week, and I just want to make you aware of kind of signpost where we're going here, because next week we've got the incredible Radiothon, Nashville Rescue Mission, the beneficiary of the Radiothon. What a worthwhile and wonderful organization. That's happening Monday of next week. So all the crew will be out there starting bright and early with Dan. Man, it's a different kind of day. Y'all get it. If you are longtime listeners to the radio station, you know that we've been doing this for a long time. Since I've been here, it's been one of the most special days of the year. It's an opportunity to give back to a wonderful charitable organization that serves so many in our community. That's happening on Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we're off Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. And so we thought, considering that I'm not here tomorrow, and considering that I talked to our next guest about this last Saturday, I said, why not you come in and let's get away from politics? I mean, obviously, if anything breaks, we'll tell you about it. But let's get away from politics and let's talk about a week from today. It is Thanksgiving, a week from now. And to celebrate and to answer any and all of your questions, and I'm depending on you guys. If y'all don't have any questions, we're going to sit around and eat pumpkin cake is what we're going to do. But we have an opportunity for you to ask any and all questions about Thanksgiving, about the meal, about the food, about how to spice it, about how to cook it, about what to do with our good friend Holly from Savory Spice. David's here as well, but he's not the straw that stirs the drink. You, my dear, are the straw that stirs the drink. Hey, Holly. Hey, David. How are y'all?
Hi, Matt. Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to talk about turkey and dressing and green beans and pumpkin pie and cocktails and wine and whatever else we can
talk about. So any and all questions, 615-737-9986, 615-737-9986, and you can get them in on the Super Text line, and we can answer all of your questions. You told me that you were nervous.
A little bit.
No, you're good. You're great. You talk to people. Your shop Saturday was insane.
We were busy.
I love it.
I do too.
I love seeing it.
Thank you.
I love everything about it, and I love what you guys bring to the community, and I love the fact that I'm associated with you on the show. So thank you guys for that.
You're welcome.
We love being associated.
Yeah,
hey,
we do.
Is this one on too?
Yeah.
We got that one on too? Okay, good. Very
good.
Yeah.
And we love to cook, and we love to eat, and I really love going to work every single day. I don't ever know what's going to walk in the door with a question, or somebody's going to come in with an interesting dish that they're cooking, and we can talk about it.
Or a new idea.
Or a new idea.
We love hearing from our customers. The way I usually say it is she knows 90%, I know 5%, and the other 5%, we're still learning every day.
Just figuring it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great shop, and I encourage, not just because of our radio relationship, I encourage people to go by and see the difference, because that's what I try to impress upon people, is that you can go to the grocery store and buy some spices.
You can.
But if you want an experience, if you want people that are knowledgeable about what they're selling, if you want things you can't get anywhere else, if you want the freshest of the fresh, if you want blends, you showed Erica a blend Saturday that you made up.
It is our 5-point seasoning. It's a tried and true favorite. We made it with sweet potatoes in mind, but we ended up putting it on a lot of different things, and it is our creation and our recipe. And that's another really fun thing that we like to do is make up things that people ask us for, or if we have an idea for something. I'm working on probably 5 or 6 different things at any given time that people have asked us for, or we see a food trend coming, or we have an idea and we're like, oh, let's make this. So 5 Points was born out of that need. We really wanted something to reflect the culinary traditions of the area. So the main ingredient in there is a whiskey smoked sugar and a whiskey smoked pepper because, Tennessee whiskey.
Mm-hmm. 100%. So tell everybody, and I promised myself I would do this, when folks walk into the shop and you say, have you ever been here before? Mm-hmm. And if they say no, then what do you say?
We welcome them. We explain that we're so happy that we're there. We show them exactly how our store works, because it's not like walking into a store where they just sell T-shirts or other items. So we want everyone to taste everything. So we invite them to open up our taster jars and put some of the spices in their hand. And when they've had enough of what they're tasting, they fling it on the floor or throw it in the air or sprinkle it with great abandon wherever, and it just makes our store smell great every single day. And often people are drawn in by the aroma of our store even before they realize that they've walked into a spice store.
And so when I say oftentimes when I'm talking about you guys that you'll smell it before you see it, and you do, And that's the reason is that people, you have the sample jars
We do.
out. And, obviously, if they get something to take home, you take a larger jar and you pack that up for them.
Yes.
But on the sample jars, they are invited to test to their heart's desire, and you can just throw it on the floor.
Yeah.
Shake, taste, toss.
Shake, taste, toss. It's just that simple.
Yep.
Keep it G.
Nice. And you brought up a blow up turkey.
Well, I thought this is our little turkey is. I didn't want you to be without a turkey in the studio because I knew what happened earlier. And this is our turkey, and he's been in our window for 12 years. We put him out every Thanksgiving, and he's pretty fun. And I thought I might have to demonstrate something, so I brought a visual.
That's nice. I brought my blow up turkey too. His name's Jackson. He's right back there behind the glass.
Hi, Jackson.
Full of hot air.
Oh, look at his little hat.
Jackson's
I
got his
like
own
that.
hat.
I
Thank you,
like
Mr.
it.
Bill from Henderson. Mr. Bill from Hendersonville brought us all those hats.
That was
which
very
was
nice,
sweet,
Mr. Bill.
sweet
That's
of
a
him.
beautiful luxury chapeau there.
What, in your opinion, is the easiest way to cook a turkey?
I'll let you. He's got two methods. I've got one method. They're all
Okay.
different.
Okay.
So to me, the easiest method is smoking it. You set the smoker, especially if you've got an easy smoker that like a pellet grill where you don't have to fuss with it. Set it on 225 or 250, put it on, let her go until she gets to about 155, 160.
Internal
Pull it.
temp, yeah.
Yep. Now, one of the things that I tell people is a lot of times the FDA says cook turkey to 165. That's to make sure that all the salmonella, all the bacteria are done. But when you pull that big piece of meat out of the whatever you're cooking it with, whether it's the oven or the grill or whatever, it's going to carry over and keep cooking. So if you pull it out at 165, by the time you're ready to eat, you're at 170, 175, and that's where you get some of that dry breast meat and stuff. So if you pull it at 155 to 160, let it carry over, cook up to the 165 as it's resting, you'll have a perfect turkey.
I like to say, I've said it many, many years, that my grandmother was the finest cook I ever knew in my life. But the woman made a dry bird, and I think it's because you don't want. I mean, it's once a year, right? And she cooked back in the day where you didn't have those pop-ups, and I don't ever remember her taking an internal temperature either, and maybe it was just old school.
Well, you need a meat thermometer always.
Right.
I'm
I mean,
a
obviously.
huge now we do. Now we
Yeah,
have
we
that
do
too.
those now.
I doubt my grandmother had a pop up.
I think Ma was just guessing
And
Well, sure.
and guess on the right side of
Bacteria.
salmonella and bacteria, right?
Good. Yeah. Good.
Well,
yeah.
back in the day, they used to tell them you'd take your turkey to 175, which really dried out that,
Right.
which gave you that.
Or some old wives' tale about
Yeah.
the leg wiggling off, or I don't know, or, whatever. I'm
So-
sure that I watched.
Ma used to wiggle
Yes.
a leg. She used to wiggle the legs.
Yeah. So,
Guaranteed.
but so he smokes, but I think roasting is a very
Roasting,
easy.
yep.
It's a very easy way to do it.
I
Brine
mean,
it. Rub it.
everybody's got a different way, right?
Yeah, and there's no wrong way. It's what you like in your family and what your family tradition.
Well, you gave us, for anybody that is interested in calling with a question or a comment, you were kind enough to give us a brine because you got to brine the bird.
I believe that. Yes,
Do you
either dry
believe in
or
that?
wet. Yes, dry or wet, and we can talk about that.
What's the difference? One's dry, one's wet.
One's dry, one's wet.
So smart.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah.
I will say it makes a big difference if you're going to be doing something like frying a turkey. 'Cause
Brining?
Dry versus wet. One of the things you don't want to do is put a wet turkey into a vat of hot oil. So I would recommend you dry brine if you're going to be frying your turkey.
I've done a couple of fried turkeys. My grandfather, so this is the funny backstory, is that we all kind of knew, nobody would say anything, but we always kind of knew that Ma's bird was a little, on the dry side. And so you got gravy, you got we used to do turkey sauce. We still do. I mean, I've got to have it at Thanksgiving because that's what I remember growing up with. And I don't know why that started or how that started.
It's
Probably
nostalgic.
It's just, it's nostalgia, but I don't know why my grandmother did it.
Because the bird was dry. She knew it. So she's like, I'm just going to put the turkey sauce on there.
It was like a specialty.
It's like the brown.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so you got to do that, right? But Pa started frying when I was like in my upper teens, right? And he would inject it and fry it, and it was fabulous. But you learn pretty quickly that you've got to have You got to have a thawed bird. Otherwise, you're going to have a fire.
I thought you were going to say you got to have a fire extinguisher,
Well,
which
I mean-
you do. Yes,
You do.
also true.
Well, but I've fried on a couple of occasions. As long as your bird is thawed, and as long as your bird, and that's the key. And most people don't realize that you want it nice and clean and washed or whatever, but you've got to dry the exterior of the bird because that water is going to interact with the oil, and it's going to cause the oil to bubble up and potentially bubble over.
Yeah, and if there's pockets of moisture in there because of the brine, that's also going to volcano out the sides and blow out the sides, and that's not going to be good to eat.
One other key difference on wet brine and dry brine is going to give you a really dry skin, which gives you a crispier skin. So if you like that crispy skin bite where you bite through it, that's the way to go.
Nice. Someone says that 1744 writes in, I cannot say the full comment, but I will say their ghost pepper salt is bleeping amazing. I agree, by the way, 1744.
Oh gosh, if you've walked into the store when David has been working, you've walked out with ghost pepper salt. It's his favorite thing.
It is my favorite.
Not
my
because I'm a
father-in-law's
bad
favorite thing,
cook
too.
either.
My favorite spicy thing in the store.
It's good. No, it's absolutely delicious. No, all the flavored salts are incredible. The the smoky salt. What is? Am I saying
I know
it right?
that the alderwood salt.
smoked
I know
salt.
that's your favorite.
It's absolutely and I put it on anything. Put it on anything, and it's delicious.
I love it on a bowl of chili.
Oh, so good. All right, let's hold our thoughts here. We're going to go to a quick timeout. Josh has a question for the crew. And listen, this is not an ad. This is just us talking about turkey, talking about next week. We are answering any and all questions that you might have. I just thought, why not invite the local experts who also happen to be part of the show family on a
Pie. We
day-to-day
talk about
basis?
pie.
Pie?
Sure.
Oh, any number? Well, I want to talk to you about pie
Okay.
in a minute. I want to talk to you because there's certain pies that I'm good with. Certain pies it's a matter of taste. But let me get to Mark real quick. Speaking of wonderful advertisers to the radio show, Mark is here with Nashville Safe House, and there's a big sale and a big going on right now at Nashville Safe House, and Mark's here to talk all about it. What is going on, my friend?
Hello, Matthew.
How you doing?
I would have been listening to you, but I'm actually down at my Atlanta store right now. We opened a new store and down here doing a few things, and glad I got to talk to you this evening. Of course, it's hard to match the turkey conversation.
Dude.
But, we are the safe experts. We're not the turkey experts, but we're the safe experts.
Well, that's what you do is that you get all your Thanksgiving food and stuff ready. You go out and buy it over the weekend, and then you put it in your safe for safekeeping so nobody comes by and steals it before the big day, right?
Yes, sir. And we do something a little different at the Safe House on Friday. We don't have a Black Friday sale. We have a Green Friday sale because we save you so much money.
Love it.
So, yep. So we got a lot of specials going on. Fort Knox, Browning, Liberty. It's best selection in the Southeast. Come down by safe.
Dude, and I was down. I hadn't been back in a minute, and I was down a couple of weeks ago, and absolutely loved it. And it feels like you got more safes every time I go into the store, and you've got something for every budget, something for every price point, something for every size and shape imaginable. And you got 200 on the showroom floor, something like that?
Yes, sir. About 500 in stock. And, of course, we do have the Matt Murphy Safe Special. If someone comes in, we'd be happy to show them that.
Would love for you to buy the Matt Murphy Safe Special. When you go into the lobby, it's right there. I like to say, you go there, I'm just to the right of Donald Trump because Donald Trump's on the left, and my Safe Special is just to the right of DJT there in the lobby area in the showroom. So are the Browning rebates still going on too, Mark?
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. All the way through December. So, hey, come by and save up to $400. And, of course, we have a lot of specials going on for the holidays also.
No question. Look, y'all need to put a safe, if not under the tree, certainly beside the tree. And I don't mention it as much as I probably should, but in the lobby, all of those biometrics are on display too. And that's important, especially if you got young children. You want to protect yourself. You want to make sure the family's protected, but you also want to make sure that everybody's safe and secure and safe and sound. Those biometrics are amazing too.
Yeah, it's the Voltex is what you're talking about. Some of our top sellers for pistol, personal safes.
Yeah. I love it. Well, y'all go by and see Mark at Nashville Safe House. So the big sale is Friday. You call it Green Friday.
Green Friday because you save so much money. So come by and see us and save a lot of money on the safe.
Absolutely love it. Well, how's Atlanta going?
It's going really well.
Yeah.
I like Nashville better, but Atlanta's a big place, I tell you. But we've been down here for about 8 years, and we just relocated to a new side of town, so I'm down here getting that going. So.
Well, a lot of people don't know, but you are. I try to tell them as best I can, Mark. You don't like to brag on yourself, but you are the premier and best safe dealer in the United States of America, and that would put you against anybody in the world. That means that we have the finest safe dealer in the universe right here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I love it. Absolutely love everything about it.
You said it, and I appreciate that.
Well,
thank you for your
and you remain crackhead free at Nashville Safe House, right?
Well, don't let a crackhead or an illegal deliver your safe. So, yes, sir.
I love it. Mark, thank you, brother. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Be safe getting home. And if I don't see you before, I'll pop by on Black Friday, brother.
Yeah, come by and see me. Thanks.
All right. Take care. There's Mark from Nashville Safe House. NashvilleSafeHouse.com, NashvilleSafeHouse.com, 4th Avenue South in Nashville. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. It is Thursday, My Friday Super Talk. And Holly and David are in studio from Savory Spice answering any and all of your Thanksgiving questions that you might have, your queries that you might have, and giving stuff away. You know, Jackson, there's stuff in here for you. Did you know that?
You haven't given it away yet?
No, we haven't. No, we're not going to give away your stuff. We're going to give you your stuff, buddy. But we also have, wet brine, dry brine, is that just a matter of taste, or do you have one that you prefer?
I like them both, but we tend to dry brine because we don't have an extra refrigerator and the water and the capacity. You can certainly put it on the deck in a cooler, but we tend to dry brine. I think we like it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is that in the brining package that you gave us?
Oh, I'll show you. So,
Okay.
We've got some brining mix, which is basically salt and sugar.
Yeah.
And a bunch of spices.
Salt and sugar.
Yeah.
Salt,
more
sugar,
salt
and
than
spices.
more salt than sugar.
Right.
And that's what you
Is
use.
the sugar caramelized?
So when you're brining, what it's doing is
Not caramelized.
yeah, it's like osmosis, right? So if you're wet brining, it's equalizing the moisture in the bird and outside with the salt. If you're dry brining, it actually pulls the moisture out of the bird and then pulls it back in because it's all about equilibrium.
Yeah.
So as you're doing it, that salt, when it goes back in, it brings the flavors with it down into the bird.
Jeremiah has a question about turkeys. Jeremiah, you're on with Holly and David and Matt Murphy on Super Talk. What's up?
Thank you for taking my call. Now, what I was wanting to share with y'all, my mother and father immigrated here in 1956 during the Hungarian Revolution, and all those Hungarians that settled on the south side of Chicago, the traditional way they made turkey was, and I used to watch my mother do it, she'd cook a chicken, and she'd debone it, chop it up. She'd add her rye breadcrumbs to it, celery, onion, different seasonings. She'd stuff it in that bird, then she'd brush that bird down with butter, put it in a brown paper shopping bag, roll it up, and bake it in an oven in that. And then when it was done, she'd pull that rack out and tear that brown paper bag open, and you could smell that turkey all through the house. And there was no dry meat on the breast because she baked the bird breast side down. But the unique way that the Hungarians baked their turkeys in a brown paper bag, it just did something with the flavor that was just so unique. And the stuffing was cooked in the turkey with the turkey.
So, yeah, I mean, it's fascinating. And Jeremiah, I mean, obviously that's an incredible story and just a different way of doing things. I don't know of another food item, I mean, that we cook less in our homes, but we have so many different ways and different opinions about how to do it in our homes. Does that make sense?
It does. And Jeremiah, it sounds delicious.
I mean, yeah.
It sounds really good. And I'm pretty amazed that the brown paper bag didn't catch on fire in the oven.
That's what I was thinking, too.
But, hey, your mama knew what she was doing.
Knew what she was doing.
Obviously, it sounds really, really good. And, you know, we don't really traditionally stuff turkey anymore when it bakes because of the heat differential that David can talk more about food science-y things. But you're right. We all cook it a different way, and there's not necessarily a wrong or a right.
Right. So people talk about what's the thing where they split, they break it?
Spatchcock.
Spatchcocking. That's a big deal for people. You can roast, you can fry, you can smoke, which is delicious. Obviously, you've got I've heard of the breast side down. I've never had it. But some people just believe in it.
Well, it's really interesting because cooking in the brown paper bag is almost going to braise it. So it uses the steam from its own juices to keep it that moist thing. So I can see that working. I've never tried it. It might be something to try one day.
Why do I feel like if we ever tried that the brown paper bag would explode?
Well,
That's what would
especially
happen at my house.
That's what would happen at my
when you
house.
do a lot of smoking, as you're smoking the meat, a lot of times you take it off and you wrap it in butcher paper and then put it back on the smoker, and it does just fine. So unless you're at really high temperatures, if you keep that temperature in that 300 range, I think it'd do all right.
Mm-hmm.
I would use butcher paper, not a brown paper bag.
Yeah,
but it's an interesting idea. I may have to try.
Someone else says, I use a brown paper bag over my bird. Also, you must rub it with Crisco first, and it will not burn.
Oh, the bag.
The bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'd be willing to give that a shot. I know I'd hit the element in the heating oven with the bag. I just know I would, but I'd be willing to try it.
Do you need to? I see. And when we've smoked, my father-in-law has smoked, but he normally does breasts. So I don't know that I've ever had a whole bird. So someone's asking, do you have to spatchcock any bird that you smoke?
No, you can do it whole or spatchcock. Spatchcock's going to let it cook a little bit faster, but I tend to do them as a whole bird. Just put them in there, check my temperature probes in the fattest part of the thigh and the fattest part of the breast.
Nice. And 7503 says, yes, Crisco the bag, not the bird. I mean, you Crisco the bird too if you want.
I can actually
It'll
consider
help the rub
Thanksgiving
stick.
the holiday of butter. There's so much butter in our house on Thanksgiving.
sure.
Butter the bird, butter everything.
All the butter and all the brown things that you can possibly put in your mouth. Speaking of, we're going to talk about dressing versus stuffing, or as they call it on. Have you seen the online video, the old lady talking about in the butt or out of the butt?
No, but I
think
understand
I want to.
Well, it's her daughter, and she apparently is pretty famous, and it's her daughter talking to her about, and she says, well, Mom, you were telling me about, how you guys used to do it. Just would you describe that? And she says, well, I know some people like it in the butt and some people like it out of the butt. And she, for 3 minutes, is talking about dressing / stuffing. And I turned 12, and it's just, it is the fun. If y'all know it, you know it. If you don't find it, it is hilarious.
I'll find it.
It is an 80-year-old woman talking about dressing / stuffing, whether you put it inside the bird or outside the bird. Just the way that she describes it is hilarious. All right, Holly and David are with us. I got a lot of questions here on the Super Text line, plus your calls coming up. 615-737-9986. All right, winding down a lively show. Thank you to Jay St. Clair, Fry Jay on Thursday. Thank you to David and Holly with Savory Spice, who are sitting in with us, and we're going to get to all of your questions and comments regarding turkey, etc. I've always been of the opinion that dressing is something that comes out of a pan and stuffing is something that comes out of a bird. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I think that's fair.
But
I
fair?
think that it is more uncommon now for people to actually put stuffing into a bird because of the risk of salmonella. And I also believe that it's a southern versus northern. It's not gray versus blue, but dressing is normally a southern word and stuffing is usually a northern expression.
Every time we talk about dressing, I go back to a memory of my childhood, and it is one of my most treasured memories, and it happened every Thanksgiving. And I can remember it from the time I can first remember things to the time that my grandmother passed away. And it was my grandmother would mix up the dressing in her big bowl before she put it in the oven. And it was raw, but she always cooked the eggs and cut the cooked eggs into the dressing. And I don't know why she did it this way, but it was absolutely delicious. But she would set out a small bowl, and this was exclusively for my grandfather, and he was to test the dressing before she put it in the oven. And she would say, "You need tell me what that needs." And he would take a spoon, and he would take every year, same thing. You need to tell me what that needs. He would take a bite, and he would say, "Needs more sage." Every year.
Always the sage.
That's the entire.
Always the sage.
That's the entire story.
Yes.
But it's just such a special memory. It needs more sage, and he would walk away,
Yeah.
and then I would get to eat the rest of it.
Yeah. And poultry seasoning is normally a dressing/stuffing seasoning that is primarily sage. But that's normally what it's used for, as opposed to actually putting it in poultry. It's for Thanksgiving. We sell more poultry seasoning in the month of November than we ever do at any other time during the year.
I was going to ask you, what are your best sellers? I mean, I assume that pumpkin spice is a pretty big seller this time of year.
Right now, pumpkin pie spice is a very big seller. Our holiday sugars are a very big seller. Our number one seller is actually our Nashville hot fried chicken spices. But we had a lady come in the first year we were open, and she wanted to make a Nashville hot turkey, and it was apparently delicious because she walked in on Black Friday and said it was the best turkey she ever had.
What?
Right?
I never thought of that.
Oh, yeah.
Nashville hot turkey.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
I think. Have you ever said this publicly before? Because I think we just coined it on the Matt Murphy Show.
Nashville hot turkey.
Yeah.
We just did
forget
it.
Nashville
Yes.
hot chicken.
Let's go.
Nashville hot turkey.
Nashville hot turkey.
Let's rock this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Barbara wants to talk with you. Yeah, slip those on. Barbara, you're on with Holly and David.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, honey. I just want to throw this out there. Yes, we have cooked turkeys in paper bags since the 1950s. It is a very popular, still people do it. My mom did it. But on stuffing, there's a huge difference between stuffing and dressing. Dressing is like oyster or pork, like sausage. And then stuffing is cornbread and usually no meat.
Okay.
I got you. And I'm getting educated on, and thank you, Barbara, for the call. I'm getting educated on why my grandmother. So, yeah, she did have giblets. And, yeah, she always cut the eggs up in the giblets. So I guess maybe her giblets did not spread through the turkey well enough, so she cut up boiled eggs because somebody's saying that the boiled eggs mimic giblets. Okay. Who knew?
I can always remember my mom or my grandmother would have a pot of like giblets and necks on the stove.
Oh, yeah. Yum. No? Not so much yum.
No.
See, my thing about
My mom's probably watching.
Hey, Mom. My thing about the whole stuffing in the that doesn't gross me out, and I've had it in the back. It's not a big enough cavity so I can have leftovers later on. There's not enough.
Well, the way I look at it is, and I can't prove this, so this is just an opinion. If you stuff that cavity, then it fills that air pocket, where if you leave it open, hot air can go in and it can cook that turkey breast from both the inside and the outside. So you get a more even cook rather than having it stuffed all full of stuffing and having the heat have to come in from the outside all the way to the middle of that stuffing.
I've also heard, and this is probably an old wives' tale because what I don't know about cooking could fill this room and 10 just like it, but that the stuffing pulls the moisture.
I believe it.
Right? And if the stuffing pulls the moisture, then you're drying the bird out.
Yeah. And if we're making a roast turkey, we tend to put aromatics in the cavities: celery, onion, lemon, orange.
Oh, yeah. That you're going to throw away afterwards.
That we're going to throw away afterwards. Yeah.
But, no, it makes sense. Betty is in Hendersonville with a question. Hey, Betty.
Hello. I'm so glad I made it home in time with the traffic to be able to ask a couple questions, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
My first question is about the sparkle syrup because I have grandkids. My grandbabies come visit on the holidays, and it sounds like something that I would want to use to make treats for them, like, maybe waffles or something along those lines.
100%, Betty. You need this in your life.
Betty, your pancakes and your waffles will never be happier if, you've got sparkle syrup.
Oh, she's
on
got
them.
a little mini bottle. It's like, if you think of sparkle syrup as alcohol, it's like a little
shot.
Little shot. Yeah, she's got a little shot bottle of it right here in the studio with us, Betty.
There it is. But Betty,
we
will
love
have
their
some
stuff.
for you.
I'm going all in. I'll get a big one.
Oh yeah. So sparkle syrup. See, I got my hand slapped by Holly Saturday because I was talking about the sparkle syrup, and people are coming in expecting sparkle syrup, but it doesn't come in until the day after Thanksgiving.
It will debut at 10 o'clock on Black Friday morning. Betty, if you would like me to, I will be very happy to hold a bottle for you.
Oh, thank thank you. And then my other question is, I never heard of a dry rub before. Or dry brine, rather. I'm sorry, dry brine, not dry. I do dry rub. Dry brine.
Okay.
So do you have like a kit for that kind of a thing that I could come in and get maybe and check it out and try it? Because it sounds like something I would like to try.
Absolutely, Betty. We've got turkey brining kits that include the brining mix that you will need to either wet or dry brine your bird, as well as our roast turkey rub, which is a really traditionally flavored roast turkey rub. And it also has the instructions in there. And everybody who works in our store is highly educated on brining, and we can stand there and teach you how to dry brine. And David's actually really, really good at it too. So if he's in the store or if I'm in the store, we can explain exactly how to dry brine. It's very easy. You basically pack the bird in the dry brine and put it in the fridge. You're done.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, we will be coming by Saturday, my oldest granddaughter and I. So
Betty,
I will be checking that out.
All right, here's what we're going to do, Betty. You go and you buy lots of things from Savory Spice, but you're not going to buy the dry brine because Holly gave Erica and I a dry brine, and we will not be using it this year, and so I'm going to pass that gift along to you. So Holly's going to have the dry brine in the store for you, and that's on us on Super Talk and on Savory Spice, okay?
Oh, well, thank you so much, Holly. I look forward to seeing y'all in person on Saturday, and I can't wait to crack out the sparkle syrup on my grandbabies when it comes in, because I'm looking forward to that. So thank you all. Have a blessed and wonderful day.
You do too.
Matt, you have a good weekend.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, Betty.
Take care, Betty. Yeah, the sparkle syrup, it's a big hit for children and for men who think they are children.
Yes. Cocktails.
Cocktails? What?
Sparkly cocktails.
How do you do that? What are you talking about?
Put it in with your cocktail mix and your liquor. And
Okay. All right. I'm all in.
Sparkle up.
I kind of dig that.
If you got something that needs a little sugar instead of sugar, use a little maple syrup.
I'm starting to pick up what y'all are laying down, and I kind of like it. All right, I've got to get to a couple of these questions.
This is Jackson, so we don't want to give it away.
Oh, Jackson, you got sparkle syrup, buddy.
Woo!
And were you listening to Holly moments ago?
Yes.
She told you what to do with it?
The hot chicken?
No. The sparkle syrup. Liquor and sparkle syrup. That's what she said.
Yeah, you get drunk with the sparkle syrup. It's got liquor in it?
I don't think she said that. It does not have liquor in it, but you can add the alcohol if you are of age and enjoy responsibly.
Matt, am I of age?
Barely. I've seen you drink. Before and after a Tennessee loss. Question for Holly. I'm your mom's hairdresser.
Hi.
Can you make your vanilla extract by putting vanilla beans sliced in vodka?
Yes, you can. We recommend 5 vanilla beans per 12 ounces of spirit. And you slice open those vanilla beans and put them down in the bottle. And you're going to want to give it about 3 to 5 weeks. And poof, you've got vanilla extract. Although I prefer Jack Daniels to vodka.
So it's like you're talking a different language right now. So you're saying you can make vanilla extract out of alcohol and vanilla beans?
You can.
Yes.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Science.
And then if if you want to use the Jack Daniels in the said sparkly cocktail, you've got vanilla Jack Daniels. Or vanilla vodka.
Wait, so where does the extract come from?
So extract
Well, she's talking about 2 different things.
Okay.
Extract,
Confused.
and then if you want to make
if you're
vanilla
just
flavored
looking,
Jack.
I got you.
Okay.
That makes sense. I got you now. I got you. You can make the vanilla extract, or you can make the vanilla.
Extract
vodka or
is
whatever
basically an alcohol that has the vanilla compounds dissolved in it. It has to be 34% alcohol by volume in order for it to be called an extract.
Green bean casserole. Love it. Hate it. How do you make it?
I don't care for it.
It's okay. There are no right answers.
I actually really like fresh green beans sautéed with one of our seasonings called Capitol Hill, which is a shallot-based seasoning. I just really like them that way, or roasted in the oven. That's my preference. The green bean casserole, just no thanks. But
It's a texture thing for her, I think.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of really delicious things that you can put in a green bean casserole. And yes, for sure, the fried onions should go on top of it. because that's also a debate. Dressing, stuffing, fried onions or no, I say go with the fried onions.
I think a sweet potato casserole / souffle. My grandmother always called it souffle, and she always put the marshmallows on top and put it back in the oven and like brown the marshmallows on top. And I think that's a debate as to whether the marshmallows should be there or not. I think it's more of a casserole if they're not.
It shouldn't be. The marshmallows have to be there.
I would agree, but see, I was never a fan of sweet potato souffle only because it's a lot of savory things on my plate, and it's way too sweet. It felt like it didn't really have a place. It didn't have a place at the dessert table, and I didn't feel like it had a place at on the regular plate.
I love it right next to the turkey.
We always did. My grandmother did this. She called it Watergate salad, and that was always a Thanksgiving thing too.
Was it a Jell-O thing?
And it's, you know what? I thought it was so fancy when I was a kid. I thought it was the fanciest thing on the face of the earth. It's like pistachio pudding and it's like pistachio pudding and nuts and marshmallows and Cool Whip, and you whip it all, and it's a sweet that goes on the plate next to all of the rest of the stuff.
Well, a lot of things in the 70s were called salad that really weren't salad. They were more like Jell-O things.
We tend to do our yams not as a souffle, but more like cut up whole pieces with brown sugar and butter. And then after those are cooked, then we put the marshmallows on top. And yeah, you can't beat those.
I am what I am.
We make extras of those.
This is Josh. Sorry I had to hang up. Shout out to Savory Spice. I'm a very serious cook, and their store is amazing.
Well, thank you.
Josh.
Thank you guys for stopping by.
You're very welcome.
Is there anything else we need to know before we go? We got like a minute.
I will throw this out for folks. Most people get their turkeys, from the grocery store and stuff, and don't know that is a commercialized bird called a broad-breasted white. There are also heritage breeds that are out there. There's about 8 or 9 of them, and if you can ever get your hands on one of those, try it for Thanksgiving as a little extra special. Bourbon Red is really good. But there's about 7 or 8 different breeds that are different, and they taste different, and give it a try.
A little more money, but worth it?
A little more money, but I would say it's worth it.
That's once a year, too.
Yeah.
And we are also...
And something different.
In addition to the turkey, we also have a brisket coming because
we
sometimes our
always do something
turkey is
different.
cow.
Why not?
Yes.
Why
Y'all go get the Savory Spice in Franklin, just off the square. You smell it before you see it. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming in. That's going to wrap it up. It's the Matt Murphy Show. Wait, that's not going to wrap it up?
You're coming back for a segment.
Am I? Okay.
A quick one.
I'm coming back for a quick segment. It's 54 after the hour on Super Talk. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. That's going to wind it down. Jackson, have a great weekend, my friend. Have fun with Cameron Smith tomorrow. Love you long time. You got sparkle syrup in here.
Woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all have a fun Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday for the Nashville Rescue Mission Radiothon. That's happening all day Monday on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Until next time, Matt Murphy speaking and saying, hug your loved ones. So long, everybody.